Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite foods from when I was younger, fish. It tastes really good and is considered healthy food by the majority of people. However, I'm here today to tell you why I stopped eating fish and why you should too. Basically, because of pollution, fish are very contaminated, and eating them just transfers that contamination into our own bodies, which can have a lot of negative effects. I'm going to go over how and why fishes are so contaminated, and then go over all the negative effects and studies that have come out to prove it. So let's get right into it because it's kind of a long story. Pretty much, one of the main reasons eating fish is unhealthy is because of plastic. Ever since 1869, when plastic was first patented and used to make everyday things, the plastic industry has become insanely large and is used to make most stuff even to this day. While plastic is super useful and has helped a ton, it has also caused a massive environmental problem. In 2019, it was found that 5.25 trillion plastic particles weighing 270,000 tons are floating on the surface of the oceans. And the problem is not getting any better. It's estimated that a little over 8 billion plastic microbeads are released into U.S. aquatic habitats every day, which equates to 2.9 trillion beads per year. That's enough around the globe 7 times. The problem is huge, and it's mainly caused by two things. The most obvious and common one is that plastic products like water bottles and straws and other things are constantly thrown into the sea and on the ground, and over time they're broken down into smaller particles which build up over time. And the second way is through sinks. When people use cosmetic products like toothpaste and facial cleansers, which contain plastic microbeads, they get washed down the drain, go through the sewers, and end up in the oceans, which also contribute to the plastic buildup. While there are obviously a ton of environmental issues caused by this plastic pollution, today I'm mainly going to be talking about the health problem it causes for us. So, how does this affect us? And what does it have to do with fish? Basically, since fish live in the oceans and seas where all this plastic is building up, they breathe in and consume a lot of the plastic, which causes them to get contaminated. Plastic itself is already unhealthy for humans and fish to consume, but also as the plastic sits in the ocean, it also absorbs toxic compounds on top of all the chemicals already in the plastic, so it's extra unhealthy. And over time, as the fish and other animals breathe in the plastic and toxins, they build up these toxins in their bodies. An example of one of the plastic toxins is BPA. A study tested various marine animals to see how much BPA was inside of the animals. They found that almost all marine animals contain very high amounts of BPA, whether or not they came from a can or from the wild. Now, when we eat fish, shrimp, or other seafood, we're also ingesting these plastics and toxins that have been building up inside of them over long periods of time. And while you would think that these plastics would be excreted in our waste when we go to the bathroom, it's actually been found that the toxins and plastics actually absorb into our bodies and go directly into our bloodstreams, which is extremely unhealthy for us. Ingesting these plastics and chemicals, such as BPA, have been proven to alter our genetic code and can cause infertility, obesity, and cancer. And we all know that nobody wants any of those. Alright, so we just went over a pretty long story there, so I'm just going to summarize everything for you again real quick. So first, there's a lot of plastic pollution in the seas. Second, the fish that live in the seas consume the plastic and chemicals and build it up inside of them. And last, when we eat fish or other seafood, we're also eating plastic and chemicals, which are very unhealthy for us. So the bottom line here is stop eating fish and seafood because of the contamination. Anyways, that's all for today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below with any questions or thoughts you may have. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.